Peace and blessings, family. I'm going to be doing a series of videos talking about Hellenizing the Jews so that there's given some clarification and understanding when you read Gentiles in Paul's epistles and throughout the New Testament discussing Gentiles, so that we can understand there's a differentiation between the Gentiles, other nations, and the Jews and the Israelites that were forced to be Gentiles. And here I'm going to start with John chapter 7, verse 35. And John 7:35 is the point. Let me read in context. We're going to start at John chapter 7. We're going to start at verse 32. The Pharisees heard that the people murmured such things concerning him, and the Pharisees and the chief priests sent officers to take him. Then said Jesus unto them, Yet a little while am I with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me, and where I am, thither ye cannot come. Verse 35. Then said the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? Now, to give another cross-reference, I'm going to read James chapter 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. Now, let's get into some history. I'm going to read from a book titled Botsford and Robinson's Hellenic History. It's revised by Donald Kagan. It is the 5th edition. In chapter 26, titled The Encroachment of Rome, I'm going to read on the second paragraph of page 457, and it reads, The 5th Syrian War led indirectly to the establishment of the independent kingdom of Judea. At first, the new administration made little difference to the Jews, but somewhat later, as we have already explained. Antiochus IV decided that a strong Hellenic state was his best safeguard against Rome. He therefore abandoned the tolerant attitude of the successors and tried deliberately to Hellenize the Jews, among others. A garrison was established in Jerusalem, and the temple was consecrated to Zeus Olympus. Naturally, there were many who were anxious to do Antiochus's bidding, but a strong opposition developed, first around the priest Mattathias in 166 BC, and then around his son Judas Maccabeus. A guerrilla warfare continued for many years, but in 142 BC, Judea won its freedom. Simon became the hereditary high priest and was recognized by Rome. Under his son, John Hyrcanus, the dynasty of the Maccabees flourished, only to fall upon evil days. 10 years after the reign of the able but cruel client king Herod, Judea became a Roman province. This happened around 6 AD. In Judea, Greco-Roman civilizations made no conquest. Now, because they brought up our high priest Mattathias, I'm going to read here in 1 Maccabees chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 18. I'm going to start at verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandment, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left. Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment. which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled, neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar. I hope this brought some clarification. I'm going to be doing a series. I'm not exactly sure how many right now, but I'm excited about it. Let's enjoy the history and the scriptures as we approach the Feast of Dedication so we can fully understand the Hellenizing of our Israelite brothers and sisters. Feel free to like and share this video. I'm going to do further research. If you all know of any resources that brings out this information in further detail, please feel free to share that resource, comment your thoughts, and peace and blessings. Shalom.